Grand Rising, my brothers and sisters of this universe. Wanted to start this morning off with a rant as far as where I'm at when it comes to goal setting. This is going to be new for me, but I'm definitely going to put it out. That way I can hold myself accountable as well as everyone else can hold me accountable. But goal setting, most people, to include myself, we set our goals at the beginning of the year, and we want to just, we kind of just say, hey, this is what we want to get out of this year, and this is it. And after that, that's the last time we go back to our goals or even talk about it, or at least that's how it usually is for me. And we could set it, we could write it, we could put it up somewhere, and that's it. We're done. My mentor, Grant Cardone, he doesn't agree with that model, and statistically, I shouldn't agree with it either. It'd be insane to continue doing it. Though some goals I do accomplish, some goals I don't. But I could do better. I could always do better. I have so much more potential. What I failed to realize, and I just realized this morning just thinking about it, was that I need to be more like a child to this universe. And what I mean by that is, if you can go back and look at the consistency in which your child presents something they desire to you, and then if you could do the track record, see how many times they actually got it. Most of the time they get what they want, but that's because they presented it to you consistently. And in the same way, we should be consistently putting into our universe, as if our universe was our parents, what it is that we are. And the universe also will align with our goals. There was so many books, so much content out there that says the same thing, and I fail to consider the fact that maybe we just need to do what they're saying. Just because it sounds crazy doesn't mean that it doesn't work. Maybe crazy is good, and that's kind of where my head is. And here's a few things that Grant Cardone talks about in regards to goal setting. He said he writes his goals in the morning and at night. So first thing when he wakes up, he writes his goals. Just whatever comes to his mind at that moment. And before he goes to bed, he writes his goals. Whatever comes to mind at that moment before he goes to bed. And when he's writing his goals, he writes it in present tense or past tense. So I am the most successful real estate investor in America. I am the owner of 10,000 units. I am an incredible father. I am in love with my kids. I am loved by my kids and my family, so on and so forth. And his goals are in line that way. I am the owner of a helicopter. I am the owner of a private jet. I had 2 private jets, and that's kind of how he wakes up in the morning and he goes to bed. Just at a outside look in, if I were to recite these goals or even affirmations in the morning, a lot of my decisions would be in line. I would be more in line with making moves in line with that decision throughout the day. Like, would this get me closer to my jet that I have? So that would be what I see as value from the outside looking in. I would be like, man, I'd be more prepared to make a decision that'll put me closer to where I would need to go. Do I need to make more phone calls? Do I need to see how I can bring more value? Those would be my thoughts. And then for my ideas of why I think it would be awesome at night to do it before going to bed, your higher consciousness, whatever you take in right before going to bed is usually what you end up dreaming about. And that's something that I have realized, that when I dream about most of the time things that I've seen later in the day, whether it's work or a challenge that's coming up. If it's on my mind before going to bed, I'm probably going to dream about it. So I have an opportunity to visualize myself in the state that I wish I were in while I'm awake, which will also add fuel to the fire. Meaning I can see myself in a jet. I can see myself, owning a 10,000 units. I can see myself doing these things, and that is just another source of motivation. Like, I see it. It has to happen. So that's what I got for this morning. I know it seems a little extended, but I intend to write my goals down, and on a daily basis before going to bed, write my goals down before going to bed, and also when I get up in the morning. I will start with whatever comes to mind in that moment, and go from there. So I challenge somebody else to do the same. Only 5% of the entire United States holds 95% of the money in this world, and these are the tactics that they use to get into that position. If you consider how many people do you know write goals in the morning or in the afternoon every single day, it seems too much. So does their bank account. It just seems too much. I want that problem. So that's my challenge to you all, as well as to myself. And I hope this turns things around and you guys can see the journey. All right. Thank you all for your time. Have a great day. Talk to you later. About to work out.